Hello again, dear viewer. World's greatest detective, Meatball Pipple here, and today we will be solving more pocket mysteries. Our first case, a young woman was found dead on a snowy night. The investigator arrived at the scene at midnight, but where is the fatal wound? Ah, yes, here we are in the room of the victim. I see that she is laying down on a bed, dressed in boots and an overcoat, and yes, that spot of blood on her forehead, that must be the fatal wound. The victim's head was cracked open by some blunt instrument. Her head wound had already coagulated, so there was no blood on the pillow. Interesting. Curiouser and curiouser. There was an artist living in the neighborhood, found the body when he visited to return a book to the victim. The investigator wonders if the artist had been exercising until his arrival. But what made him think so? Well, clearly this guy back here, in his coat, is huffing and puffing and sweating all over. That's a little suspicious. Upon arriving, the investigator found the artist sweating. It's also odd for him to visit the woman at midnight just to return a book. There must be another reason. The investigator speculated that the woman may have been murdered outside and then brought home. What led him to that thought? Well, it might be because it's suspicious that she's wearing boots and a coat while lying in bed. It's almost as if she was out somewhere and then later carried here. She was in bed with her coat on. This hinted that the woman was killed elsewhere, then brought back to her house. Neighbors say they saw the victim leave the morning before it began snowing. This made the investigator suspect the artist for the murder. Which part of the scene is the proof of the artist being the murderer? Well, if the artist was the last person to come to the house to return that book, then those really deep footprints, deeper than all the other footprints, must mean that he was carrying something heavy. The artist's footprints leading up to the house are deeper compared to the other ones, as if he was carrying some weight. It was later found out that the artist and the victim were dating. The victim visited the artist before the snow, where they got into an argument. And in a fit of rage, the artist murdered her, since he carried her body. Back to her house, his footprints were marked deep into the snow. This also explains his excessive sweating. The picture shows a robbery taking place in an office. Which item made the robber think there was a large amount of cash in here? Oh, this one's easy. It's that big safe back there. And if you guys want to see Meatball Pipple go from detective to robber, just keep watching the channel. Meatball's about to become a safe cracker himself. Yeah. The big safe by the window was visible, even from outside. The robber saw its size and assumed that it would be a lot of cash to steal. When the robbery happened, the woman in the picture was the only one present. But why? Well, if she's the only one there, it must be either like after work hours or before work hours. Let's check the clock. The clock on the desk shows that it's near 12:30 p.m. Everyone else had gone out to lunch, and the woman stayed in to take incoming calls. The robber was rummaging through the office chief's drawer for a particular item. The woman told him the drawer it was placed in. What is he looking for? Well, if he's trying to open up that safe, then he's going to need either a key or a combination. Doesn't seem to be one of those dial safes, so I'm going to go with the passcode. He was looking for the note with the PIN number for the safe. There's a number pad on the safe, so he can see that the key in the drawer would not open that safe at all. Eventually, the thief failed to steal the cash and was arrested thanks to the woman's smart move. What did she do? Maybe she used some karate moves on him. Let's see. Oh, the phone on the desk is off the hook. She must have, taken it off and called the police or something. Well, the robber wasn't looking. Maybe she was like, 911, there's a robber in here. Yeah. On the desk beside her, there's a phone receiver that's off the hook. While the robber looked for the pin, she speed dialed the office chief, who heard the conversation and called the police. Why didn't she just call the police herself? Oh well. Anyway, next mystery. A woman was found dead in a park around 7 p.m. Her husband on the left laments while the detective on the right thinks she may have been taken here against her will. What makes him think so? Ew, look at all those ants. Wait, she's barefoot. Why would she go to the park without wearing shoes? She must have been drugged here against her will. She is barefoot, indicating that she may have been brought here against her will. She went out to get something while she was cooking. I never thought that would be the last I saw her husband laments. But she wouldn't go grocery shopping barefoot. The husband must be hiding something. There's a bottle with a blood stain by the body. This might be the murder weapon. It's empty now, but it looks like it contained soda at the time it hit the victim's head. How do we know this? Well, it's got to be all those ants attracted to the sugary soda that was on her head when he broke the bottle. Ants are climbing on the victim's head. They must have been lured by the soda's sugary smell, like the detective thought. Component of the soda was found from the surface of her head. I don't know what that means. Looking at the ants, the detective concluded that the bottle wasn't what killed her. What led him to think that? I don't know. I mean, maybe, was it the baseball bat that did it? But why is there blood on that bottle? I'm just going to click on the bottle. I really don't know this one, guys. I don't know what that says on the bottle. Oh, well, let's find out. At least I'm correct. I don't know why it's correct, but it's correct nonetheless. Ants are lured to sugar and fructose. However, they aren't lured to artificial sweetener, which is used in a non-sugar soda. There were no ants near the bottle, so she may have been murdered with a different bottle before she was brought to the park. But then why is there blood on that bottle? This makes no sense. All right, let's just move on. It was eventually revealed that the husband was the murderer. They got into an argument before dinner. In the heat of the moment, he hit her with a bottle with some soda in it. He then brought her body to the park. What were they arguing about? Wait, let me look around for some clues here. Usually there could be something in the trash. No. Okay, that's... we don't need to look at her anymore. The detective's looking kind of sick. Oh wait, his newspaper has horse racing. He must be a gambler. The husband was addicted to gambling. He had lost all of his money on the horse tracks on the day of the murder. He came home, got into a fight with his wife, and murdered her. Since he left the bottle at home, he took a soda bottle from a nearby garbage bin and put her blood on it. Who would have thought ants could be this helpful? Oh, my next mystery. A woman was found dead from poisoning inside her hotel suite. She had checked in by herself, but it's obvious there was someone else in the room at the day of her death. How do we know this? Okay. Is there any suitcases? Oh, the table is set for 2, you guys. Very suspicious. Got him. She ordered room service. Since there were 2 glasses, someone must have been there with her. Police found something out of place. What is it? Is it the dead body? I don't know. Let's see. The shoes. There's a key over there. There's a little card that says "My love." No smoking sign. What? A cigarette? A cigarette in an ashtray despite the no smoking sign? You can't get over one on Meatball Pitbull, great detective. Despite the non-smoking sign on the wall, there was an ashtray with the hotel logo. This could mean the woman knows a hotel staff who secretly brought her an ashtray. Did she have dinner with this staff? The suite seems to be completely locked. However, there's a way for the murderer to leave this suite with the door still locked. What is his trick? There was a key right there on the inside of the door. Is there like another entrance in and out of this room that I don't know about? Here's the key. Oh man, that chain on the door looks pretty long. I bet somebody could open it, let themselves out, and then replace the chain from outside the room. You can't get one over on Meatball Pitbull, great detective. The chain lock is suspiciously long. Its length allows someone to lock the door from outside. Hotel staffs were the only people who knew about this. Curiouser and curiouser. The game is afoot, my old chum. The woman was killed by the hotel manager whom she had been dating. The manager's handwriting was the key to solving this case. Which item in the room might contain his handwriting? Oh, well, I already clocked this piece of evidence the first time I entered the room. It was this card from the hotel stationery that says, "I love you." You cannot get away with this, hotel manager. Meatball Pitbull is on the case. There's a card which reads, "My love, this suite is for you. It's the best at my hotel." The handwriting and fingerprints on the card led police to the hotel manager. He eventually confessed killing the victim when their relationship has gone sour. That cad. He's gonna do hard times in the penitentiary for this. A woman was strangled to death at the rooftop of a 10-story hotel. The examination of the scene revealed that the murderer was someone intimate with the victim. What suggests that? Man, I hope this isn't the same hotel as the last murder, because they're going to get a bad review on Yelp. She's wearing her bathrobe, and she's barefoot. So whoever was with her was probably, well acquainted with her. Let's see, it's a hotel bathrobe. There's an empty bottle of something. There's a rope and a toothbrush. I'm gonna say it's because of the bathrobe. That's gonna be my guess. Dun dun dun. Yeah, I got it, you guys. The victim is in a bathrobe. If she came up to the rooftop wearing nothing but a bathrobe to meet the murderer, the victim must have known them very well indeed. The victim may have been taken to the rooftop against her will. Which part of the scene suggests that? The rope is pretty suspicious. Like, she could have been dragged up here. That toothbrush is out of the ordinary because maybe she was brushing her teeth when she was captured. I'm going to say toothbrush. Oh, no! All right, back to the drawing board. Maybe it's her... she's barefoot. She wouldn't have come to the roof barefoot on her own accord. She would have put on shoes or slippers or something. I'm going to say the feet. Yeah, Oh boy, Meatball. You're allowed to miss one every once in a while. The victim is barefoot. It's odd for her to come up to the rooftop like that. Yeah, that was I thought exactly. According to the hotel staff, the victim was staying in room 908 and had her window open. Which room is that in this picture? Well, okay, there's two windows that are open, but I'm gonna say it's the bottom one because they said it was a 10-story window. The victim was staying in room 908, the second to last room on the 9th floor of a 10-story hotel. The victim's room is locked from the inside and the key seems to be in the room. On her smartphone, there's a call history of a call she had made with the murderer. How did they get her to the rooftop? Alright, this time I'm gonna definitely say the rope. He must have brought her up here with the rope. Correct. Alright, I think we're really close to solving this one, guys. Elementary, my dear listeners. The murderer called the victim from the rooftop, telling her to look outside since they were in front of the hotel. When she peeked her head out, the murderer put the rope around her neck and pulled her up, strangling her in mid-air. The dastardly cad. Well, I hope he rots in prison, you guys. Well, that's all the time we have today. Detective Meatball Pitbull, signing off. See you next time, crime solvers.